Hello, I'm Karen Ahrens.
I'm Richard Ahrens. I'm on a home farm here in Lewiston, Minnesota. I've lived here for 74 years.
I've lived in Winona for 52 years.
I have lived in Winona County for over 30 years. I am a health coach.
I'm an elementary math tutor.
I came to Winona to work for Watkins Products as a chemist.
I farmed all my life. I farmed while I was teaching school. I farmed while I was going to college. I farmed as long as I can remember. And growing up in a rural community where not too far away is a trout stream, it's pretty hard to keep the boy on the farm when you can go grab a pole and a mile away catch trout. So I hope my grandkids can fish in that same stream I did. And it means an awful lot to me to be able to keep the farm going as my previous generations have done.
When I first learned about factory farming, it just puts a pit in my stomach. The effects that come from factory farms, impacting water, air, the economy. There's so many other negative effects that go along with it. In all of the years that I've lived in this area, it's very evident how many farms have gone out of business. The thing that concerns me the most is water.
When we have these large factory farms that spread large amounts of manure and fertilizer on the ground, it can percolate down through this particularly porous karst geology into the groundwater, which is used by many local residents for their drinking water.
I grew up and my parents still deal with the effects of impaired drinking water systems.
We have a well right out here in the yard, and I grew up with that well. It was the sweetest tasting water you ever had. My mother used it for canning, cooking, and everything. It was wonderful. Now it's high in nitrates.
For our health and for our appliances and for a number of reasons, we went to bottled water for drinking water.
It's not right. We should be able to have potable water coming out of that tap. I don't know what's going to happen if the factory farms add to this pollution. Where's it going to end? Where's it going to end? When I first learned that the Daly Farms wanted to expand, I felt nervous.
Forlorn.
I felt pretty frustrated.
I felt shocked.
I was worried about our community. I was worried about our neighboring farmers.
Thankfully, in Winona County, we already have an animal unit cap in place to protect our precious resources like our land, our water, our air, our communities. And in this case, the Dalys have been trying to get a variance so that they can go well beyond this animal unit cap.
We can't have that many cattle at one place and not worry about our environment.
Seconds later, I decided we got to do something about this. If there's anything in our power, we need to do something about this.
Well, my civic duty as a citizen of Lewiston is to inform the people of their civic rights. Everybody has to be informed of what can happen. So I knew that I had to put my efforts in land stewardship, and working with them, that was the way to inform people.
When I think about First Amendment rights, I just feel like it's important to speak up about things that are important to me.
We've worked to contact other LSP members and members within the community to make sure they're informed about this issue.
I've written several letters to the editor.
Phone banking actions.
We had rallies where we could show people.
We've called, texted, met with, emailed people.
Expressing yourself and speaking up in a small town is terrifying. Addressing a group at a hearing, working with those people in your community, it's hard.
When I saw other members of the community who were willing to be so outspoken and who were willing to stand up for my family, my parents, us, I had to get behind them. I couldn't let them take this on alone.
This isn't about whether or not the Dailies are good people or good farmers. I certainly don't want to call that into question.
This is about a factory farm system that requires constant growth, and that the only solution is community intervention.
We don't have to accept a food system that allows the big guys to get bigger at the expense of our communities. There's a better way. It's because of the civic leadership of LSP members that we've been able to have 950 beginning farmers go through our Farm Beginnings classes, 150 farmers and farm families go through our workshops on land access, and tens of thousands of people find local farmers to purchase from and support.
The people of Winona County have won these before, and working together we can continue to protect the environment into the future.
LSP members have been leading this effort. Join them by making a tax-deductible gift of $35, $50, or $100, or whatever amount is meaningful to you. Thank you.